Good morning, church. I'm Dan Branch and fortunate to serve as one of your elders here and grateful for the chance to partake in the communion service with you. We're thankful for you all. As your elders, we not only are meeting with the staff, but thinking about you and praying for you as we go through this week. And we're particularly mindful for those of our group that are in the first responders crowd, as we are grateful to the doctors and nurses and medical staff that are making such a difference in this near unprecedented crisis that we are going through, certainly in the last 100 years. So we're grateful to our first responders. We're grateful for our seniors, and we think about them a lot, particularly those in assisted living facilities who are isolated. We're mindful of those who have lost jobs and employment. We're mindful of our seniors. We're mindful of the children who are maybe even more fearful of some of this, the unusual nature of this shelter in place lifestyle that we're all sort of becoming accustomed to, and look forward to the day when we can go back to getting together. We're thankful for our staff and the great work that they're doing to enable us to have virtual services and worship together in a way that does not create physical risk and harm and safety issues that we're all trying to prevent the spread of this virus. So grateful for all of that, and I'm grateful for the chance to have this common table with you and share this communion thought. As Wade so eloquently stated in his message earlier, we are mindful of what the Apostle Paul told the Romans about sacrifice and presenting ourselves as living sacrifices and working with others as our act of spiritual worship. And so drawing on that, I think it's appropriate to remind ourselves of the great sacrifice that Christ laid down for us, and he's asked us to remember him in this way by partaking of the bread and the fruit of the vine and the cup, and remembering the great sacrifice he did. And we should not only be mindful of the sacrifice, but allow it to change our lives in a way that we'll be better examples of what it means to be a part of God's family. So with that encouragement, at this time, would you join me in a prayer for both the bread and the fruit of the vine? Dear God, we are grateful for the opportunity to thank you and your Son for the great, great sacrifice and the great hope that you give all Christians, that we have a life beyond the grave and that you were victorious over death. At this time, as we take this fruit of the vine and also the bread representing your body and the blood, we do so in a way that honors you and honors that sacrifice, and help us to reflect on the sacrifice, but also on ourselves and our own lives, and try to come from this moment and this table and pivot in a way that will make us better people and light, salt and light in this world to represent you as your ambassadors. We're so grateful to be a member of your family and to be called among your royal priesthood and your children. And for that, we ask in your Son's name. Amen.